Welcome to release question 128 for CAHSEE Math. It says 1-inch cubes are stacked as shown in the drawing below. What is the total surface area? So the surface area, that's the area you can see from the outside. Think of it like that. And so this one you're going to have to do some visualization of what's actually here. You should be thinking, okay, what can I see from the front, looking directly at it from the front, looking from the top, the right side, the left side, the back, and the bottom. So I'm going to look at each one of those and then we're going to put that all together. And so let's do first the front. What would you be able to see from the front? I'm going to outline some stuff here. I don't want you to do that right now. This is just going to help you see what you would be able to see from the front. So don't outline the things I do up here. I'll do that in green as a reminder that this is different than what we're doing here. So I'm just outlining some things here. I'm going to get rid of this stuff later. This is what you could see from the front. So right here you would see those four if you were looking directly at it this way. So I would see this and I would see these ones. So this is what I would see here, right there and right there. So what do you have? Why don't I get out my mega eraser, and I'm going to get rid of this green stuff in a little bit, but let's copy that down first. So we would be able to see from the front, draw this as nicely as you can to scale as best you can. Be able to see that group of four plus these two on top. I'm going to make this line a little darker. Please do that for me as well, because you should notice it's offset a little bit. But if you're looking straight at it from the front, you couldn't see any of the sides or the tops or bottoms. That's what you'd be able to see. So this part would be 6 inches squared for the front. So now let's take a look at the right side. So what would we see from the right side? That's an H, sorry. There we go, right. From the right side, get rid of what I have here. And then again, don't draw this right now. We're just going to look at what we can see here. I would be able to see this whole part right here. Let's see all those 6, and then that one as well. I'm looking directly at it from this way. That's what I'd be able to see. And so again, don't shade that in, but let's draw that down here. We'd be able to see from the right side those 7 boxes. Those 7 boxes, you'd have 7 inches squared. From the left side, let's think about that one next. It would be the same sort of thing, but you'd just have this one right here and then these 6 down here. So I'm going to erase this. It's basically that one flip-flopped or reflected. And so from the left side, if we're looking at it from this way, again, don't copy this down, but if we're looking at it from this way, we'd be able to see this stack but on this side, and then these 4 but on this side over here. And so let's draw that over here. And you've got 7 inches squared right there. Alright, now let's take a look at what do we still have left. We haven't looked at the top yet. We haven't looked at the bottom yet. And what else haven't we looked at the back either? So if we're looking at, we've done the front here, let's do the back now. So if we're looking straight at it from the back, we'd be able to see these 2 and then these 3 down that way. We'd be able to see this rectangle in the back there. So what would that look like? Draw this down for me in the back. You'd be able to see those 6 blocks. That would be the area, surface area showing in the back. And so we'd have 6 inches squared there. And we still have the top and the bottom. So let's put the top here, put the bottom over here. So from the top now, this one I can actually shade in. So if I'm looking at it here, don't draw this right now, but if I'm looking at it directly this way, I'd be able to see these 2 and then these 4. It would be offset a little bit, so I'm going to draw one kind of like this again. So from the top, be able to see those 6 all together. This would be offset, so I'm going to shade that in a little darker right there. We'd have 6 inches squared. And then finally, the bottom, what would we be able to see from the bottom? If we're looking at it from this way, we just see these 2 by 3 blocks right there. So it's another 2 by 3, it's another 6, group of 6 on the bottom. So all that together, we're just going to add those numbers together. So the total surface area is going to be 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6. There's 4 6s and 2 7s. So another way to think of that is 6 times 4 and 7 times 2. That's 24 plus 14, which gives you a grand total of 38 inches squared. Number 128, that is choice D.